Well, we'll brief everybody here shortly. We have an ongoing investigation, obviously, so we have a lot of information to share at different places. I know Sergeant Burley's briefed on things downtown, and I don't have a lot of information on that aspect of the scene. So this is on the other side of the river. For those not familiar with Portland, this is near Benson High School, northeast Portland, and across the river from PSU. You guys ready? Almost? Okay. Okay.
You know, as we're
Everybody
waiting
else
for Pete to get ready there, we can add in that it's exactly 2.7 miles from the crash scene to the arrest location, about a 13-minute drive.
On the side of the street here, they noted that they saw the damage and thought it was unusual, and then went inside and called 911 after seeing on the news that a vehicle similar to this was involved in the incident down at PSU. That 911 call got to our officers, who flooded the area to make sure the vehicle did not leave. They did encounter a driver in the vehicle seated inside, gave him commands to put his hands up, and he was arrested without incident. At this point, that person has been transported away from the scene. Investigators are responding to begin the process of writing a search warrant to seize this vehicle. We are not looking for anyone else at this moment.
Can you tell us what it was like to first encounter that man? I mean, we had witnesses telling us the window was down, someone was able to reach in and open the car door and grab him.
I don't have all the details on how the custody happened, but as described to me by officers, he was cooperative, and the arrest occurred fairly textbook.
One witness said that he was maybe disoriented. Can you comment on that?
No, I don't know. I don't know if they've talked to him at all, or gotten any indication of his mental state, or drugs or alcohol, or motivation, or any of the things that we will, of course, be looking at during an investigation like this.
Can you describe the driver?
He's an older white male. Don't know much more than that.
Are you releasing his name?
Not yet. Yeah, we'll have to continue to investigate and determine, confirm in fact that this is the vehicle that was related to the incident downtown. That the person in the vehicle is the person that was behind the wheel at the time. So a lot of investigating to still do that we will have to get through over the next few hours.
What was it that actually flagged?
I don't know. No.
What was it that actually flagged for the person who was a witness and spotted the car?
My understanding is either an earlier briefing or through social media, vehicle information was released to the public, at least a description of a vehicle or perhaps a license plate. I don't know that actually, but whatever it was, this community member saw the vehicle, noted the damage, and then returned home and saw on the news or social media that a vehicle like this or this vehicle was potentially involved, and that was the reason to call 911. So, again, great work by the person paying attention and seeing the information.
Were they just driving by?
No, I believe walking by. Lives in the area, I believe. Yeah.
Has anyone been evacuated or anything in this neighborhood? Or?
Nope. We checked to make sure the scene is safe. Confirmed with the school district that Benson High School is not affected. So parents, the kids here, they're fine. This is blocked off for investigative reasons, but there's no danger to the community that we know of at this time. The vehicle will be taken from the scene pending search warrant and investigative need.
How long would you estimate until you're able to get into that car and until you're able to release the name of the man?
It really depends on the investigation. The process of writing a search warrant and a seizure order can take a few minutes. It can take a few hours. So I don't know all the investigative details, but procedurally, we would release more information when we have an arrest and someone is booked into jail. Again, this person has been detained and taken from the scene. We have investigators that are going to go begin that part of the investigation. So we really have three different things going on. We have the scene downtown by PSU, we have this custody scene, and then we have an interview investigation with a person that's been detained.
Was he taken to the hospital, or was he taken to wherever he would be interviewed by police officers?
And my understanding is he's been taken to a police facility.
Do you know why he was in this area? Does he live around here or work around here?
At this point, no known reason why he would be here. We haven't really gotten under the surface to figure out who he is and where he's from and where he lives and things like that. So that'll be to be determined. That there's nothing that indicates he's a resident of this neighborhood. So we'll have to find out.
This car appears to be parked. To clarify, is that how officers found it?
How it is how they found it when they came here, yes.
Was there any other incidents involving this car today or in the last couple days?
No, I don't know. Certainly investigators will work backwards from here. They start with this scene and the scene downtown, and then the individual, if in fact that's the person that was involved, and they'll work backwards and look at everything from suspect description on other criminal acts involving the vehicle, anything involving the person, anything similar. Certainly anybody in the public who has information about this incident today or has seen this vehicle and has information about this vehicle, we'd like to hear from them. They can call 823-3333. That's 503-823-3333 is our non-emergency line if you have something to report. If it's other information that's not really critical to the investigation at this moment, but you feel like you want to share something, you can send it to our email at crimetips@portlandoregon.gov. That's crimetips@portlandoregon.gov.
Do you happen to know if this car is a rental car or if somebody owned it?
I don't know that yet.
How long do you expect to have traffic being blocked here?
Right here, I would expect for probably a couple of hours. That's an over-under based on obtaining a search and seizure order for the vehicle and then getting a tow truck to get it out of here.